Hey, this is Adam Huxama from ProjectionHub. I'm really excited to share our new service that is built specifically for contractors who are looking to create a set of cash flow projections. And so what I want to do is just kind of walk you through how the service works. But first, I wanted to just share a little bit about why we developed this. So as my day job, I manage a large SBA loan program specifically for businesses who are unable to get financing at a traditional bank. And so through my day job, I review hundreds of business loan applications every year, and a lot of those are for contractors. And so then on the side, my brother and I uh, uh, co-founded ProjectionHub, which is a web application specifically built for helping entrepreneurs create cash flow projections. And we built that back in 2012. And I'm embarrassed to say it really took me until about 2019 to realize just how terrible our product was at projecting cash flow for contractors and project-based businesses. And so, the story that kind of turned the light bulb on for me is I just kept seeing the same story at work. So contractor bids on a big job, they get the job, and then instead of celebrating, they panic because now they're wondering how they're going to be able to pull this off. Will they have the cash flow to fulfill and execute on the job? And so what ends up happening is they go to the bank, they ask for a line of credit, and uh, it kind of makes sense. They just got a big job. They need a line of credit to help float the labor and material costs while they wait to get paid by the customer. But the banker says, "Oh yeah, commercial contractor. Hey, yeah, we don't do a whole lot of lending to contractors. It's a risky industry. I don't know if you remember the 2008, a lot of contractors went out of business. And so, we just kind of try to stay out of the industry. And you could go to 10 different banks and hear the same kind of story. And so I started asking the larger contractors, how do they finance the business? And they all said, well, we've got a big line of credit. And so if there's these cash flow crunches, we can just pull from the line of credit and execute on the job, um, which I thought was strange because I thought the banks didn't like to lend to contractors. So here's the reality that I've learned over the years is that the bank is going to want strong collateral. They want real estate, they want equipment in order to provide a line of credit. And the only way for a contractor to build up equity in either personal home or their commercial real estate or equipment is to be in business for a while and be profitable for a while. And so it's really difficult to kind of break through initially and get your first substantial line of credit or get a big increase in your line of credit to help fulfill these jobs. So if you don't have a lot of equity, kind of the next best thing for you is to try to convince the bank that you have a really good handle on your cash flow. Um, and you got to prove to them that you know your cash flow inside and outside. And so that's where ProjectionHub comes in. And so we've built this service specifically with contractors in mind. And so the process is going to work like this. Um, what what we're going to have you do is just provide us with your general assumptions related to cash flow for your company. And you can do that by filling out, there's a form that we'll provide you if you sign up, and you'll fill out a number of questions. And then from there, we're going to ask you about your specific contract details. We need your contract details in order to develop your cash flow projections for you. And so what we want to do is make it as easy as possible for you. Some contractors already have a spreadsheet that they're using or some software they're using with a lot of the details already in there. And so we don't want to make you reinvent the wheel. You can just provide that to us. We'll pull the necessary details out of whatever your current system is, or you just want to work over email or give us a phone call and kind of talk us through the details of your contracts, happy to do it that way too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get those all into our financial model. And we're going to then send you a weekly update every week, and you'll every week or every day, you'll be sending us your new contracts. If you win new contracts, you send them to us. If any of your contracts change, send us those changes. And then every week, we'll give you a new refreshed view of what your 90-day cash flow projections look like on a nice dashboard, so that you can visualize what cash flow crunches you're going to have, and then communicate that well to your banker, who's then hopefully going to be able to convince the underwriting team at the bank that you've got a good handle on this, and that um, they should help cash flow your projects. And so then really what we're going to provide to you is an easy visualized dashboard, but this is all built on a detailed spreadsheet that we're kind of managing in the background on your behalf. And so if the banker ever needed to see that detail level, we can provide that to you as well as part of this service. So that's how this is going to work. And you're going to get a graph that's going to look something like this, that will kind of show you the ebbs and flows of your cash flow. You'll be able to point out, hey, look, in between week 5 and 6, we're going to be waiting on a big payment from a customer, and we're going to probably have another job starting at the same time, and so we're going to hit a cash flow crunch. And so that's when we need that line of credit, and we think we need exactly $43,000, $43,500 in order to fulfill all of our current contracts. And that's hopefully really going to set you apart as a contractor from the bank's perspective, and get that underwriter comfortable with your cash flow. And so what I'm hoping from you is please reach out to us. Support@ProjectionHub.com is the best way to get a hold of us. Support@ProjectionHub.com. Give us an email, and we can set up a time to talk about your specific situation and exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Every time we end up talking to another contractor, we make our service better and smarter. And so even if you're not ready to pull the trigger and say, yeah, I think I need this service, let's just talk. Let's figure out what exactly you do need, and we'd be happy to work with you on that. So again, thanks for your time. Look forward to working with you.